If you ask people what makes somebody a human, they often say that it's being able to articulate what they mean, to be able to speak and use words. And that means that the people we're working with who struggle to communicate with words are positioned as non-human, less than human. Well, in our research, we want to broaden the idea of what a human might be. So it's a different way of understanding the human, about what humans are capable of. And it's generally called post-humanism.
Speech and sound are two different things. Not communicating doesn't mean that people like to be quiet. Actually, it can be quite the opposite. We've known for a long time that there is something very special about music as a vehicle for communication and for expression. Music is that special language that is universal.
Just being in a space with music, in a certain way, is not just playing music in any way, it's just the way it's done as well. It is facilitating communication that doesn't require words. This has been a remarkable project because of the length of ethnographic work that we've been doing. In total is 18 months, so that in itself, having access for certain groups for over a year, it's outstanding.
We look for signs such as reaching for instruments or to a change in expression. It could be the speed at which somebody is speaking or not speaking, the way that they might move around the space, the way that they may choose to be quiet rather than make sound. All of these things are really important.
We have a musician in our sessions and she will play a variety of different instruments, and that becomes a start point. Once the music started playing, I invite the participants just to let it kind of resonate and play in their body. They land up having communication and conversation between and through the visual art. We've had sessions where there's been very little to say, but you know that there's communication happening all around the table.
Ethically, this project has been fascinating because of access and how do we interpret or negotiate agency in terms of people making decisions. So that has been key, and it's a matter of respect as well and assent. And when people give consent, just look for assent as well. That is not something that is just written in stone, it's something that might change.
Well, we found that people certainly can be included through music, that it is a way of making them feel confident, connected, of feeling part of something. But we also have found out the ways in which they're very isolated and the ways in which people treat them. They might ignore them or see them as strange or something to be avoided. So the music is doing something very important in breaking down that isolation. We've also found that there are ways that can help people be included, and they're to do with being stress-free, taking time, to do with listening, and very importantly to do with respect and giving people real choices.
At Plymouth Music Zone, we've had the privilege of working for many years with a hugely diverse range of people who have so many different ways of communicating, and we read those little signs and signals that you don't pick up unless you are really aware of everything that is going on around you. And I think that is very much about human connection. So part of the reason for us existing as a charity is that we know these things, and it seems very important that we articulate that to the wider world.
I see people in a very positive light after these sessions, but I also touch on the family's pain and the difficulties they face. I feel what we're doing is unique, is really world-leading, in that we're putting these ideas into practice. So they're not just dry academic theories that no one can do anything with, but they actually show how broad a category a human is and the things that humans can do that we don't usually recognise.
Reading every moment as a precious thing and being very present and being very much with one another. To be able to do that for a number of years has been a very rich life experience. I don't know that there is anywhere else that I could be or work where that would happen.